Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak.
And I feel like things are falling into place. And I feel like it's the end of the Red Queen's race. And I feel like the stars are gonna change, because I feel like this was all just rearranged. As we move from hugs and handshakes, we must remember how our souls ache. As we move from confidant to confident, we must remember how our souls pay rent. But I feel like things are falling into place, and I feel like it's the end of the Red Queen's race. And I feel like the stars are gonna change, because I feel like this was all just rearranged. And people take too much pride in the way they pick their side, split up into them and us, assigned seating on the bus. But I feel like things are falling into place, and I feel like it's the end of the Red Queen's race. And I feel like the stars are gonna change, because I feel like this was all just rearranged. As our lives get more separated, well, we wish they weren't so. As things get more complicated, well, we wish we could just know. But I feel like things are falling into place, and I feel like it's the end of the Red Queen's race. And I feel like the stars are gonna change, because I feel like this was all just prearranged, and I feel like things are falling into place, and I feel like it's the end of the Red Queen's reign, and I feel like the stars are gonna change, because I feel like this was all just prearranged. I said I feel like this was all just prearranged.
I love that. That is falling into place. The band is Jam Tomorrow. Well, actually, these guys have been with us on the show before. Mike, Mark, and Gary. And Gary's struggling with that mic a little bit. There we go. Just don't
touch it. Once you touch it,
yeah,
don't touch it again.
The trick is not to actually.
Slowly like
the trick is not to breathe on it.
Yeah.
Actually, the best thing is to not even look directly at
don't
it.
look at it.
Yeah, don't even look at it.
It gets very shy. And it just,
Yeah, pretend it's not there. Anyway,
microphone.
yeah, so we have Jam Tomorrow here with us live in studio. So that was falling into place. One of the two studio tracks that we're going to play today. We have another one that we'll play at the end of the hour, and I love both of these guys. Great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Really
Love
good.
that.
Really good. Where did you record these?
Those were records at Boardhouse Productions in Brookline. He does like Roots of Creation. He's Badfish's sound guy. He's recorded our Fox and Flamingo stuff too. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
It's an awesome setup too, because the whole front of his studio, what he's looking at his desk, is all G5. It's all digital, giant screen, and then behind him he's got a rack of like 20 or 24 old school analog rigs.
Yeah,
he just knows how to blend, the solid state with the cutting edge to bring out all the nuances that really just make everything sound so good.
Yeah. No, it sounds amazing. Are you? Is there a long-term plan to do? Are you gonna just keep releasing singles, or are you gonna do an EP or an album, or what's or do you know yet?
I think we finally got in the studio last year, but we haven't been in the studio since like October, I think, of last year.
Yeah.
So we really haven't. It's been a while. We need to get back on that. We have 20 originals to record.
No kidding.
So I don't know if we want to try to put out a EP or an LP or a double album, or I guess that kind of depends on how things get paced in the next 6 months or so.
Yeah. You've got, wow. How long has this project been around? It hasn't been that long, right? Jam Tomorrow?
So Mark and I started pretty much when COVID got nasty. So what was that? Was that 4 years ago? 2019? 5 years ago?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
4 years. Yeah.
So we started just sitting 6 feet apart from each other.
Yeah.
And just doing covers just to kind of not go crazy with all the madness that was happening in the world.
Yeah.
And then we somehow, when people started booking gigs again, we booked a gig here and there and started writing some originals. That song that you just played, Actually Falling Into Place, is our first original. It's kind of a COVID song, but I feel like it's
that's the first one you guys wrote together?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, you can tell because I started with the chorus instead of the verse. I didn't even know what I was doing.
I noticed that listening to it. It's one of those songs where the chorus kind of sounds like it might be the verse, and the verse kind of sounds like the chorus. It reminded me of Ooh Child.
Oh, all right.
That song is to me, that's like the classic example of that, where it's kind of inverted, and it fools you a little bit when you're listening to it, which I love. I love that.
And I was afraid it was going to kind of fall out once all the COVID madness sort of receded into the background. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's sort of just about hard times and changing times. So it's sort of apropos
Well,
now as much as it was then.
Well, the good news in terms of the song and its relevance is the madness has never receded. Only the COVID part, as we're post pandemic, but the madness itself, I think that's I think COVID's with us forever too. But so is the madness.
Yeah, I agree. it's a permanent passenger in our American life.
Yeah, I believe so. Guys, I'm dying to hear you play something live. Really enjoyed this the last time you were on with us, and of course, this is the first time. Well, again, Gary, you were here last night, but as Jam Tomorrow, this will be the first time in the in the new studio here. By the way, do you like the new digs?
I do. It's very cool.
Yeah. Everything's nice and new and clean, and I love it. I love it.
The sound sounds good in here too.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Better parking.
Much better parking. Yeah. If you guys want to play something for us, what do you want to play to start?
We got a song called "Playing the Blues," "Living the Blues."
Okay.
We wrote this pretty recently. I'm not sure where it came from. It's just thinking about this guy, probably a draft dodger, Vietnam era, and the story just sort of came together. But he did something, and then he decided to run, and he never stopped. So this one's called "Living the Blues."
All right. Wonderful. Jam tomorrow, live in studio.
When I started back in 1968, outside of Sioux Falls with a clean slate, left Missoula, blue lights were right behind, doing 95 with freedom on my mind. South Dakota seemed far enough away. Drove 1,000 miles to the break of day. Bought a guitar, stolen money in my shoes, laying on the run and living the blues. Living the blues, laying on the run, eyes wide open to have some fun, but eyes in front of me on the path I choose. Living on the run, playing the blues, playing the blues. Got a 9-to-5, downtown Texaco, just staying alive and taking it slow. Bloody knuckles from turning a wrench, better than bloody bodies in a Saigon trench. Sliding lap steel at the Rainbow Bar, drinking whiskey underneath the stars, under the radar, just paying my dues, laying on the run and living the blues. Living the blues, playing on the run, eyes wide open to have some fun, but eyes in front of me on the path I choose. Living on the run and playing the blues, playing the blues. Time is a game I don't play so well. Don't let it show these things I can't tell. Got nothing but time to play this game. I just smile, sing along all the same. Ain't that the quid in the quid pro quo? Orpheus looks back, 'cause he just don't know. Hoping I don't see my name in the news. Laying on the run and living the blues. living the blues, playing on the run. Eyes wide open to have some fun, but eyes in front of me on the path I choose. Living on the run and playing the blues, playing the blues, playing the blues, playing the blues.
Well done, guys.
Wow, that was gorgeous.
A little early.
That was gorgeous.
No, that was
What are you
great.
talking about early?
Yeah, no, that was excellent. If you're just joining us, we have Jam tomorrow here with us live in studio. Are you guys playing out a lot? Are you doing a lot of shows?
Yeah, this is gig, well, as this arrangement, this is gig 6 out of 7 in 5 or 6 weeks. So
Wow.
we're going to be joining Gary at City Limits on
Thursday
night, jumping up for a couple of songs. And then I think we actually don't have anything on the books for a while. We're looking to book some stuff, talking to a couple of venues we've played at before. But yeah, we came out of just we played at Wingets on the 4th of July. We played at the Packy in Hooksett. We played a 4-hour gig there the week before that. We had a show the week before that, show a week before that. So it's been good. It's been a lot of fun, and people seem to be really receptive to the new stuff because we've got 3 songs that are just a couple of months old.
Yeah. Outstanding. Now, so Gary, of course, you play solo. Sometimes you were on Rob's show last night. And you have Fox and the Flamingos.
Yep.
Always amazing. I always say that song. Is it "Don't Be a Stranger"?
Don't Be a Stranger. Yeah.
You got a hit song there, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's finally on Spotify, so you can hear it
Good,
on Spotify.
good,
now. Yeah.
outstanding. And now usually it's the drummers that are in a million different bands. But you're pretty busy.
Yeah, the basses too.
yeah, exactly. Do you have any other projects or?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with Cosmic Blossom Collective, which is a cool group there. They went through some changes, and I brought a drummer from a fusion band I kind of dabble with, and we kind of joined them for Strange Creek, and we're playing with them at Troutstock and Wormtown and stuff. So I went down and recorded with them a few weeks ago down at the Cape. So I put down some bass lines for 4 songs. So they have some stuff coming out too.
Excellent. How about you, Mark? What else have you got going?
Nothing really. I work almost 60 hours a week.
Do you? Yeah.
This is my outlet. Yeah.
So you got your hands full. Yeah.
Well, and you play at church all the time, too.
I do, yeah. Most Sundays, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Loud and proud. I actually play more loud rock and stuff there than I do.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. And what about you, Mike?
No, this is it. I'm trying to not overcommit myself.
Yeah.
That's sort of one of my faults.
Yeah.
I tend to overcommit. So I'm actually stepping back from other stuff. I just stepped off I was on the board for the Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence. I just finished my term there and did not renew my term there. I'm writing very little for New Hampshire Magazine now, just a couple of articles a year at this point. So I'm actually trying to just be a little more low-key and not always have something to do every day after work.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Yeah, for right now, this is plenty to keep my hands full.
Did you say you were being Loki?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
Sorry, is that a Thor subject?
But I would think being Loki would be very time consuming. Right? There's a lot that comes with that.
Trying to be at different places at the same time.
Well, you guys, actually, we should say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat, and then I'd love to hear another one. Let's see. We have Aid. Aid. How do you say that? I don't know how to say that last name, so I'm not going to butcher it, Aid. Congratulations on this. This is spam. We've got a spammer in the chat room trying to sell us something.
He's trying to sell our T-shirts.
Yeah. Never mind you, Aid, with your spam. Now trying to actually, I'll go ahead and read it. Congratulations on this. Do you know that podcast is not just recording, but it's about building a strong fan base? And then there's a helpful link, which I'm not going to click. But
link this.
Thank you, Aid.
Take some notes, Matt. Clearly, this is your first rodeo.
No
Yes.
idea.
I know. It's been a while since I've seen a spammer in there. Like we have, the AI people from Greensboro, North Carolina, but an actual spammer I haven't seen in there lately. Andre Dumont, of course, from Dead Harrison.
Hey.
And,
Yes.
Andre's amazing.
Trey
of
of
course.
the Dead.
Says, good morning, you awesome and amazing people. Thank you, Andre. B. Pinard, big supporter of the show, says, love this song. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Eric Impalamini, did I say it correctly? From Temple Mountain, says, I could listen to them all day. Yes, thanks, Eric. Melanie La Liberty, of course, from the great state of Vermont, says, nice beard, Mr. Yellow Shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes her beard. Melanie, of course, quite the aficionado of beards. So
Is it
she
real,
approves.
Gary?
Oh, it's
He's
real.
totally judging you.
Yeah.
And I think
Not
he's
too many
gonna
good
hang.
ginger beers out there.
Yeah, it's a good ginger beard. Yes.
Not to be confused with a good ginger.
Right.
I would not put you in a dark and
no.
stormy.
Jay Fed, of course, also in the Facebook live chat, and says, good morning, everyone. Let's see. I just want to make sure we don't miss anybody in here. Oh, and Bruce from Legion of Solace. Bruce, I was wearing your shirt the other day, your Legion of Solace shirt. Says, good morning, friends. Hope all is well.
Isn't that what I'm wearing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you've got the shirt. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Jenny's
You borrowed from him, or is that yours?
Jenny's got it. No, Bruce
It's
was
mine.
Bruce yeah, when Bruce was on the show, he was kind enough to bring us shirts. Said they do
Sometimes people include me.
That's right.
We only have stickers.
That's right. They do.
Stickers?
Legion of Solace is great. They do a lot for the music scene.
Nice.
When I first heard the name Legion of Solace, I assumed it was a band, but no, it's actually a really good promotional organization. And Joey Painter, who was on the show not too long ago, says, "What up?" You know, it's you and then multiple P's.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great too. Loved having Joey Painter on with us. Bruce says, greatly appreciate the support. Well, we appreciate you, Bruce. All right, I'm dying to hear another song. What are you guys going to play next?
We got a newish one. We wrote this. Yeah, normally we don't write songs together. Normally I'll take music that one of these guys has come up with, or if we're rehearsing, I'll just put my phone on record when I go, grab a beer or something, and some magic will happen, and then I kind of take that away to my lair and I put lyrics to it because my creative process, I'm usually pretty selfish with it. But this was actually one that Mark and I were sitting out on the porch in the rain, and we wrote this together, smoking cigars and probably drinking some whiskey.
I would say yes.
So this is actually called Sings in the Rain.
All right, very good. Sings in the Rain, and the band is Jam Tomorrow. They're here with us live in studio.
He sings in the rain when he's all alone. Never used to be so hard as stone. Just singing to the birds out on the street, rolling by with their silent feet. He sings in the rain like everybody. He's got pain, but he sings nonetheless. Best way to be free from stress. He sings in the rain like everybody. He's got pain, but he sings nonetheless. Best way to be free from stress, yeah. She sings in the rain from behind her window pane. Hasn't left this place since the world sped up its pace. Just singing to reflections. Nurse gives her daily injections. Life rolls by, no connection. She sings in the rain. Nobody there, so why complain? But she sings anyway. Best way to pass the day. She sings in the rain, nobody there, so why complain? But she sings anyway. Best way to pass the day. She sneaks out of her bedroom cell. Temporary escape from this hell. He meets her outside, remembering how their world used to be so wide. They sing in the rain, she and he, that's why they remain. Didn't used to find this kind of peace of mind. Just singing to the dark, silly souls lost themselves in the park, playing their roles. Happy dregs in the coats they stole us. They sing in the rain, much to the world's disdain. But they sing all the same. Only way to play this game. They sing in the rain, much to the world's disdain. But they sing all the same. Only way to play this game, to play this game, to play this game, play this game.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
Thank you.
Jam Tomorrow live in studio with us today. Of course, we have Mike, Mark, and Gary from the band Jam Tomorrow, and another great song. And if you're just joining us, by the way, at the top of the show, one of the tracks we played was the new single from these guys, Falling Into Place. So if you missed it, of course, it'll be up in the archive when the podcast is posted later. I recommend definitely checking it out. And we're going to be playing a second studio track from these guys at the top of the hour, at the end of the segment, which I'm really looking forward to sharing with everyone as well. So really, really good. And now you were saying earlier, you've got like 20 originals in this band. Is that accurate?
At least we have some that we actually forgot we have, and like, oh, we haven't played this one in a couple of years. We'll
No kidding.
Dust this off and play it again. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. Do you do any covers when you play live, or is it strictly originals? Or
Yeah, we probably got 125 or 150 covers in our catalog.
oh my God, really?
We switch it up as often as we can. We do a lot of originals, so we usually do 35% of our total set list will be originals peppered in.
Yeah.
We usually play 15 or 20 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we like the fact that the venues that we play at don't tell us not to play originals.
Right.
We kind of avoid those gigs, right?
Well, I feel like, with the way that you guys play, it probably opens up a lot of opportunities as far as it seems like there's a lot of different types of venues where you can play with a project like this.
Yeah.
Especially like non-drum friendly venues.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Although we did have a cajon player, Michael Freeman, sat in with us last weekend at the Packies 7th anniversary.
Definitely
and
dug that.
That was awesome. I just sent him a set list and some rough recordings we have roughs of all of our originals, just done on an iPhone, just so we have something that we can kind of reference in case we forget how we did it a year later.
Right.
And he killed it. He familiarized himself and laid back until, end of the first verse and the chorus kicked in and kind of found out where he could fit in on the track. And I think we got a lot more engagement by virtue of that. So we'll probably have him back on some other sets in the future.
Well, that's cool too, to have something where you can have someone sit in or not sit in, and you have some flexibility there. Actually, now that I think of it, I forgot about this, but we kind of did that with Chemical Distance.
Totally, yeah.
Because we had a drummer toward the end.
Yeah, Mark Brennan.
Yeah. You keep in touch with him?
I see him on social media every once in a while. I think he still works at Stonyfield with Lisa Kinsel, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know I see him posting that he's doing other musical stuff, but
okay,
I've
good.
not had a chance to catch him yet.
Yeah, great guy and super talented. I mean, those few shows that he did play with us, I thought.
Oh, yeah. And then, two of the cuts on the album are, so for those of you that don't know, Matt and I were in a band about 15 years ago called Chemical Distance with the amazing Otto Kinsel. And he actually did live drums on a couple of those. You can actually find that on most platforms still. The Pain and the Progress.
Yeah.
Chemical Distance.
Every once in a while, I still play Sign of the Times on the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
We gotta turn that over so we can do that with this project. That would be a lot of fun.
You should. You absolutely should.
24 bars of heat.
Yeah. There you go. Well, you guys want to play? You want to play one more live?
Sure. I think this is probably my favorite of our originals. I think probably Mark's too. Definitely in the top 3. I kind of channeled this song. I don't know who this person is. I can see them. I can see where they are. It's not me, but it very much came through me. I don't even feel like I wrote this song. I feel like the song just sort of flowed into me from the universe. I know that sounds kind of hokey. Not too Edgar Casey for anybody out there, but I really can't. I don't feel like I can take responsibility for the song, even though it flowed through my hand.
Interesting.
This one's called Motor Lodge.
All right. Jam tomorrow, live in studio.
Sometimes I think you don't even hear me yet. Sometimes I think I don't want you near me yet. Sometimes I think I'm missing your touch, but then sometimes I don't miss you so much. Sometimes I find I wish for your smile, but then sometimes I stand in the rain waiting a while, and sometimes I wonder where you went. And sometimes I question my intent. It comes to questions every single time. Never answers, never anything deep or sublime. It comes to questions. What do you ask of you? What do you believe? What are you going through? Oftentimes I don't remember the moment that passed. Oftentimes I can't distinguish the first from the last. Oftentimes I feel I've walked in these footsteps before, and oftentimes I see my handprint on the door. Oftentimes I find I reach for your hand, but then oftentimes it disappears again. And oftentimes I wonder what happened to we. Oftentimes I question what made me. It comes to questions every single time. Never answers, never anything deep or sublime. It comes to questions. What do you ask of you? What do you believe? What are you thinking is true? Thinking is true. Most times I fear I've lost myself in the past. Most times I fear I've let the wrong moment last. Most times it isn't me in the mirror at all, and most times I can't predict my fall. Most times I don't know what went wrong, and
I don't know how this will end, and most times I question what's round the bend, round the bend. It comes to questions every single time. Never answers, never anything deep or sublime. It comes to questions. What do you ask of you? What do you believe? What are you gonna do? Gonna do? Gonna do? Gonna do? Gonna do? Gonna do?
Oh my God. This is so good.
That was awesome.
That is so good. I think, did you guys play that the last time that you were here?
We might have. I tried to pull up the set list from the last time we were here, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, just because it seemed familiar. I seem to remember you playing it before. And
It's in your head.
Well, it is, yeah. And I seem to recall having the same reaction. Like, wow, what an incredible song.
Thank you. That'll probably be the next song that we drop. We've got
Yeah.
it recorded. We just got to get it mixed down.
Yeah, and I can see why, you might think you sort of channeled it, or however you put it. It's otherworldly. It's so good.
I can see this guy sitting on a bed in a motor lodge making some really difficult decisions about his life.
Interesting.
That's why we call it motor lodge.
Yeah. No, that is really good. If you are just joining us, Jam Tomorrow is here with us. By the way, our friend Bruce from Legion of Solace was asking, do you guys play all over New England, or do you stick to New Hampshire?
We're open to conversations about anything. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You can find me on. You can tag us on the Facebook post and the Jam Tomorrow page, or I can drop a comment in afterwards and shoot you my email address. You can just reach me at mhp2ndwindwater.com.
Yeah, he's someone who would be really good to connect you.
Yeah,
with.
love to talk.
Definitely. Where else should people go online to keep up with everything that you guys are doing?
Gary, what's your website?
My website is just dhgurs.com. It's my old Instagram name from when I was a mountain biker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but six-letter website was a good thing. That has all my different projects, and there's Jam Tomorrow clips and stuff on there, and all our information, and you can contact me through there too if that's easier.
Yeah.
We also have a YouTube channel. We've got a couple of videos up there, but we're working on populating some more. And you can find us on Facebook at Jam Tomorrow the band. Not to be confused with Jam Tomorrow the lunchbox, or Jam Tomorrow the sleeping bag, Jam Tomorrow the flamethrower. The kids love that one.
Yes.
Made a short speed you.
Oh, tell us again too. We talked about it last time, but where the name comes from?
So it's a Lewis Carroll reference from Through the Looking Glass. It's sort of a weird wordplay on the Latin for I am. But it became, in political parlance, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, it became sort of a mocking statement about unfulfilled political promises. But it also came down to the fact that when we first started the project, we had a hard time scheduling rehearsals. So it's like, oh, can we jam today? No, we can jam tomorrow, though.
Right.
The reference from Through the Looking Glass is actually the Red Queen sitting with Alice. And Alice asks, they're having tea, and Alice asks if she can have some jam. And the Queen says, jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never jam today.
Yeah.
And we make a lot of Lewis Carroll references in our songs, actually, that feel like the end of the Red Queen's race from falling into place.
Yeah.
The Red Queen had to run as fast as she possibly could just to stay in one place. You might actually remember a song about the same topic from back in Chemical Distance as well, actually.
Red Queen's Race. I tell everybody that was our hit.
That was our hit, yeah. So I definitely recycle that concept. I think it's a potent metaphor for life a lot of the time, just having to run as fast as you can to not get anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a lot of, when we were first getting together, phone calls back and forth. Yeah, you want to jam tomorrow? So I think saying that enough sparked his, you know what?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, guys, this has been wonderful. I really love what you're doing. I love the project. Like I said, I love these new studio tracks. I love hearing you live. Just really great. Anything this weekend? Are you playing anywhere this weekend or next weekend our listeners should know about? Or?
City Limits in Pembroke on
City Limits
Thursday,
on Thursday
6 to 9?
Yeah, 6 to 9. There'll be us. There'll be a bunch of different local New Hampshire musicians coming by, playing a few songs. So it's kind of... I call it Gary's Musical Gathering. So it's a bunch of my friends from different bands and just music friends I have are going to come by, play a couple songs.
Outstanding.
So yeah, it should be fun.
Outstanding. Very
And
good.
say hi to Rob's new spot.
Yeah. Congratulations to Rob Azevedo on that. That's amazing.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh,
Yes, thank you.
absolutely. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
this is great.
This has been wonderful. Let's so we'll finish off with this studio track, "Beautiful Loser." What should we know about this?
So Mark and I went to see Chris Thiele,
The mandolinist for Nickel Creek.
Okay.
Fulbright Scholar Award winner, just an amazing singer, songwriter, musician, performer all around. Super impressive guy. Walked up, he had 2 mics, one for his instrument and one for him, and that was the whole thing. He didn't change instruments the whole set.
Yeah.
It was a great show. I'd never heard of him, but then I realized I knew him from Goat Rodeo, and he plays with that crew, Yo-Yo Ma, Edgar Meyer, and so I actually did know some of his material. But he did a couple of Leonard Cohen songs and a lot of bluegrass as well, and somehow that just turned into me deciding to do a tribute to Leonard Cohen in bluegrass style.
Okay.
So that's the cut. Gary's actually playing a really cool, like 7-foot tall double bass. Recorded this
Wow.
at the same Boardhouse Studios. Pete is amazing, and he made us sound really good. So it's a bluegrass song, which is sort of a departure for us.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Jam tomorrow. Thank you guys again so much. Here it is. This track is called "Beautiful Loser."
Big hole in the fabric of space and time, like I needed $1 and I had a dime. I've been to both ends of the Mississippi, from the Minnesota highlands to the New Orleans ocean. She grips me, and I don't know what happened to me between feeling life and living free. Keep walking towards where I think I might be. God is alive and magic is afoot. Some things just won't stay where they're put. Reinvention tainted by previous intention won't save us from those things we just can't mention. And I don't know what happened to me between feeling life and living free. Keep walking towards where I think I might be. Yeah, to the bridge. And I don't know what happened to me between feeling life and living free. Keep walking towards where I think I might be. Every time we pull back the curtain, we find another curtain. But my mind is weary and my back is hurting. The only thing I've ever known for certain is behind every curtain there's another curtain and another curtain. And I don't know what happened to me between feeling life and living free. Keep walking towards where I think I might be. And I don't know what happened to me between feeling life and living free. Keep walking towards where I think I might be. And I don't know what happened to me between feeling life and living free. Keep walking towards where I think I might be, where I think I might be. Yeah.